Think about the most horrible and unacceptable thing you could do right now. Something that's completely against your core principles, values, belief systems, something that gives you that ick, that cringe, that horrible feelings. Let's say it might be betraying a really close friend in a horrible way, or singing a weird song in public, or walking naked down the street. Tune into what feelings and thoughts come in your mind when you imagine yourself in that situation. Are you ready? Well, those same feelings and thoughts that came up before are the exact same ones holding you back and blocking you from achieving success in other domains. Now, I know that sounds weird, that sounds how is that even possible? What do you mean by this? It doesn't make any sense, but we'll break it down. Think about the best version of you in various domains. Take health, wealth, relationships, friendships, you choose. The reason you have not yet achieved your goals in these domains and lived up to your potential is because there is a part of you, there is an unconscious part of you that doesn't want you to do it. That part of you labeled success in these domains as being not for me. Literally, your ideal version, your goal is in the category not for me right now. Now you might be thinking that I'm referring to Elon Musk type of wealth or bodybuilder physical shape, but those are the extremes. Those are maybe the objective extremes. Your subjective goal, your subjective extreme and ceiling maybe for success might be something more subtle, more achievable. Maybe you are fine with making 3K a month or just having a flat belly. If you haven't yet achieved these things, it means they are outside of your comfort zone. And we always feel that pull, that primal thing that wants us to stay in the comfort zone. Because outside of it, we have no idea what it is. There is this abyss waiting for us, this thing that for our lizard brain, it signals danger. It's extremely, extremely dangerous. And that's exactly what your subconscious mind does with success, with these goals that lay outside of your comfort zone. Your subconscious mind labels them as dangerous, not just unattainable, but really dangerous. And that's why it's so hard to achieve them. That's why self-sabotage kicks in all the time. Now, in your day-to-day life, you don't really think about the fear of the unknown and this weird, abysmal thing, your ceiling of success, all these things. They don't pop in your mind. What actually pops in your mind is reasonable coping, factual reasons why you shouldn't do that. Because that's just self-sabotage, that's how it manifests. So, for example, if you have the belief that being fit requires you to eat healthy 100% of the times and just working out every single day and training like a Spartan, and you just see that as completely horrible, you won't ever commit to becoming fit. And in the same way, for example, if you believe that being a good socializer means that you will outshine others and you will feel bad for it, or that you will be exposed all the time and you know that you are different and you believe that if other people find out that you are different as well, they will ultimately reject you, well, you won't ever commit to taking the action to actually become that. And it's just like the extreme examples at the beginning of the video. Walking naked down the street. A part of you labels that success as completely unacceptable. We cannot do that under any circumstances. And then the pain of the current situation becomes better than the pain of change. And you probably know this, you probably noticed it as well, that whenever you try to pursue an improvement in these domains, self-sabotage kicks in through this reasonable coping, through very logical reasons why you shouldn't do that. Reasons that align with that part of you, that subconscious part that wants you to stay back, to not pursue, to not reach outside of your safety zone. It's not always anxiety or fear of the unknown and these feelings that pop up, but these logical reasons that hold you back. You need a lot of courage to step outside of your comfort zone, to step into the unknown, to ignore that reasonable coping that wants the best for you. It's very hard to change, and that's the precise reason why people don't change. So if you went through massive changes throughout your lifetime, well, congrats, you've achieved probably so much more than you give yourself credit for. And if you did it once, you can definitely do it again. It's going to be very hard to take the courage to break outside of your comfort zone, to destroy your belief systems, because ultimately that's what you need to do. You need to destroy this detrimental belief system, to let go of those limiting beliefs, to just rewire your brain completely regarding this specific goal you have in a certain domain. And again, that's very, very scary. It's not going to be easy. And you have to let go of those anchors that keep you, that hold you back. Because if you still have those anchors, it's going to be close to impossible to reach the goals you set yourself. And if you do, if you somehow manage to drag those anchors with you and achieve the success anyway, it won't be enjoyable. It won't be what you hoped for. It will feel wrong in a way. What worked for me is to get used to the discomfort of stepping outside my comfort zone. And I even got addicted to this, and I believe it's a very good addiction to have. I always kept in mind the fulfillment I feel after every single time I conquered the limiting demons in my head. And you can really get addicted to this as well, and I really suggest you keep you take this advice and implement it in your mind and keep it with you forever, because stepping outside of our comfort zones is always going to serve us well. There is no danger. Of course, you can take it to the extremes and say that I'm going to do bungee jumping without any parachute. That's a stupid idea, of course. But in normal circumstances, in normal examples, getting used to always step outside of your comfort zone, not necessarily always, but constantly step outside of your comfort zone, is always going to serve you, and the return on investment is going to be insanely massive. So figure out your limiting beliefs, see them for what they really are, and get the courage to step outside of your comfort zone more. And even get angry if it helps. Get angry at it. Enough is enough. We have lived like this for a long period of time, but today is the day of change. Just make the decision, enforce anger and use it properly, and make it a habit. This is the goal, to make stepping outside of your comfort zone a habit. And if you do this, you will see that success becomes not only attainable, but easy and enjoyable as well.